1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, Dylan, how are we doing? Thumbs up. We're looking good. See all in a few minutes.
I loved so well, the town I left behind. And down the years I travelled, 2 days so long ago. I swear to you, I never saw a face I didn't know. And sometimes when I'm lonesome, I think of where I'm from. On Cuba Street, where old friends meet, the Shannon where we swam. And I can see that old bog road with the turf pile to the sky. Oh, Banner, you'll be my town until the day I die. Again I walk the lush burr fields where often I did stray. And once again I saw old friends, the friends of yesterday. The Dolans and the Lunhams, the Mallins and the Ryans, the memories these names evoke of far off happy times. And sometimes when I'm lonesome, I think of where I'm from. On Cuba Street, where old friends meet, the Shannon where we swam. And I can see that old bog road with the turf pile to the sky. Oh, Banner, you'll be my town until the day I die. Around the town I wandered, I knew my way so well. And then I saw the old sports field where I first learned how to hurl. I heard the curlew's lonesome call across the Callow still. I watched the crows fly round the ruins of Waller's fallen mill.
1, 2, 1, 2. Man, Mel. I'd love to join you.
Where I'm from.
Malbec time.
On Cuba Street, where old friends meet.
Water time.
The Shannon where we swam. And I can see that old bog road with the turf pile to the sky. Oh, Banner, you'll be my town until the day I die.
Hello, Tech 1, 2, 1, 2.
But now I'm in St. Louis.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Peter's Garage Sessions live show. Dylan is back at the hot seat. He's flying over there. Dylan, thanks very much for that. Yep, welcome to another live show. It's the 67th live show. 69. The next show will be the 70th. It's a milestone. My God, 70 shows later and we're still going strong. So it's absolutely brilliant. Thank you each and every one of you for joining in tonight. And if you can, will you do me a huge big favour? Share. Tag all your friends. Share as much as you can. And let's get as many as we can on tonight. And again, all the songs I do are for fun and entertainment purposes only. I don't have any rights to them. No rights at all. Facebook has given me a little bit of problems lately where they're muting all my songs. It'll be all right live. It's just when you go to play back, a lot of them are muted. And that 50 minutes to the show last week muted on me. So including the intro and the whole lot. So look, we'll see how it goes. See how long it lasts. I think they're catching up with me. Anyway, for fun and entertainment purposes, that's all I do the songs for. It's only fun, our own enjoyment. So if you can share that tag, hit and share and tag everyone you can, I would be truly grateful. Now, we just have a few announcements to make later on tonight. So we'll make them later on. So as Brian said there earlier, the Brat Club, we're all together again. Daddy Brat, he calls me, Mommy Brat over there, and Junior Brat, because he is the big brat. Brian is the big brat. He keeps the show going. Fair play to you, Brian. Now, Dylan, I think we'll just kick her off. We've a lot of songs to get through tonight. So I think we'll just click off with a lively show planned. I do hope you're going to enjoy it. Hope the sound is okay. Well, here we go. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a young man's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. I turned 21 in prison, living life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. How you, Barbaras? Woo! Hope the sound is okay. My sound engineer is down there working on it. We've got some new equipment in. Should be coming in good and strong. But the Carroll County's pointed out it's kinda square. The biggest thing that happens is the county fair. I guess that's why it seemed like such a big event. What we all call the Carroll County accident. Woo! Daddy Frank played the guitar and the French harp. Sister played a ringing tambourine. And Mama couldn't hear our pretty music. She read our lips and held the family sing. That little band was all a part of living, and our only means of living at the time. And it wasn't like no normal family combo, 'cause Daddy Frank, the guitar man, was blind. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. But I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. It's dragging on, but that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Anton. How are you feeling now? From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wild Pacific shore, she climbs the flowing mountains by the hills and by the shores. She's a mighty tall and handsome, she's known quite well by all. She's a regular combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Woo! Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. You say you care less how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Oh, where does the good times go? Oh, where does the river flow? And where does the north wind blow? Where does the good times go? Where does the good times go? Dylan, straight into the next one there. We're going to keep going as quick as we can tonight because we have a lot to get through. This one is called Back to Termi, and I was actually in it during the week, myself and Pauline. We took a visit to it. I'm dreaming tonight of days so long ago, in the days of my childhood in the county of Mayo. And as I wander back in time, my eyes fill up with tears, for I've been away so long, for oh so many years. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi, near the town of Ballinroe. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi in the county of Mayo. Born in Termi, the village of the Gale, looking out over Loch Mass as the fishermen set sail. 'Twas when I do remember the beauty of it all, the lovely clear blue waters and the paltry mountains tall. Oh, take me back to Termi, back to Termi, near the town of Ballinroe. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi in the county of Mayo. Woo! Thanks, Fiona. Hills of Termi have many shades of green, like a woven patchwork quilt, oh, the finest ever seen. To gaze upon her from Loch Mass would take your breath away. Oh, how I love to walk those living childhood days. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi, near the town of Ballinroe. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi in the county of Mayo. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi near the town of Ballinroe. Oh, take me back to Termi, oh, back to Termi in the county of Mayo. Back to Termi in the county of Mayo. That's Termi. Yes, we visited all those towns and villages the last few days, myself and Pauline. You all know why, but anyway, we'll talk more about that later on. Dylan, you want to hit the next song there? We'll go ahead and we'll keep those songs coming tonight. Lively and strong. Sing along. Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But in the timely crowd that has you laughing loud, help you dry your tears. Oh, when the new wears off of your crystal chandeliers. How you, Catherine? I never did fit in too well with folks you knew, and it's plain to see that the likes of me don't fit with you. So you traded me for the gaiety of the well-to-do, and you turned away from the love I offered you. Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the timely crowd that has you laughing loud help you dry your tears? Oh, when the new wears off of your crystal chandeliers. I see your picture in the news most every day. You're the chosen girl of the social world, so the story says. But a paper smile only lasts a while and then it fades away. And the love we knew will come home to you someday. Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the timely crowd that has you laughing loud help you dry your tears? Oh, when the new wears off of your crystal chandeliers. My Ned. Oh, when the new wears off of your crystal chandeliers. Ned, you get on to TR Dallas and send down that hat and I'll wear the spare one. If he sends it down, I'll wear it. Come on, Ned. Fair play to you. Thanks for joining in. Again, everybody, if you can tag and share as many times as you like there, I would really, really would appreciate it. Dylan, hit straight into the next. We'll play the next 2 or 3, Dylan, in a row. And then I'll have a break and hand you over to Pauline. I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope the sound is coming in. Let me know. Oh, once upon a time, some bright lights called to me, and I dreamed of future fortunes and the things that I could be. So I left my little town, thinking it would hold me down. But my youth was yet to teach me that my feet were for the ground. So I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. Oh, and the brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, for those streets of promise played a game that I couldn't win. I lived my life, but over time my wishful heart began to find that it's not always easy to leave those you love behind. So I'll take those little walls when playing how you play gold. And they kept me out to see me, there my things were to behold. And I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. And the brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, for those streets of promise played a game I couldn't win. Woo! Share like mad. Thanks for that. The years they went and passed me by. It took me time to realize that all I ever wanted was back in the Emerald Isle. I packed my bags with a lesson learned, headed home to where I earned. Thank God above for those I love and blessing me with soil. So I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. And the brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, for those streets of promise drew a game I couldn't win. So I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. And the brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, but those streets of promise played a game I couldn't win. Oh, and the streets of promise played a game I couldn't win. Woo! I hope you liked that one, The Streets of Promise by the Murphys from down there in County Kerry, which I hope to go and see in September. We'll see how that goes. Here's Benner's Cave. Way down in the state of Georgia, amongst the swamps and the Everglades. Oh, there's a big old hole in Tiger Mountain. God help the man who gets lost in Miller's Cave. I had me a girl in Waycross, Georgia, but she had unfaithful ways. She made me feel I was unwanted. Oh, like the bats and the bears in Miller's Cave. I caught her out one Sunday morning with some guy they call Big Dave. Oh, the meanest man in Waycross, Georgia. Oh, I'd rather find a lion in Miller's Cave. So I said, you're gonna play both you and Davy, 'cause I'm gonna see you in your grave. Oh, they laughed at me, oh, and then I shot 'em. I dragged their beaten, scheming bones to Miller's Cave. Well, I couldn't stand, oh, the way she did me. Well, I guess I showed her I was brave. Well, most wanted man in the state of Georgia. They're never gonna find me 'cause I'm lost in Miller's Cave. Now, we're going to sing this one, and then we're going to leave you over to Pauline, because it's about time I took a break. Rain dripping off the brim of my hat. It sure is cold today. And here I am a-walking down 66. I wish she hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table at a Brookside Park. A man could wake up dead, but I'd rather was him than I did sleeping in my king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. I got sidetracked there, but we picked it back up. Wind whipping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. But I'd rather fight the wind and rain than what I've been fighting at home. Yonder comes a truck with the U.S. mail. There's people writing letters back home. But tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Now, I'm going to hand you over. Yeah, that's a song that actually was one of the very first songs I ever sang in public. I done it in Mostrom Goes Country a few years ago here in and Dylan has the hand up and he's going, yeah, because Dylan, of course, and Sean won the show with the tune beat. So there you go. It was in Longford a long time ago. How many years ago was that, Dylan? 5, 6 years ago? 5? Must be at least. Now, if you could keep sharing and tagging there for me, I would appreciate it. But for the first time tonight, I'm going to hand you over to Pauline. So, over to Pauline. All yours.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd like to say hello to Maureen Grant from Killeen in Scotland, and also to my cousin Brian Bratt in England and his partner Sue, and to Margaret Cannon in Mehal, Mel Conifrey, to Barbara Ellis, and I'm nearly certain she's watching from England as well.
Oh, fair play.
To Gail McGuinness, to Marcella Rellens watching from Cavan, Fiona Klein, and I'll read the rest later, Peter. That's
grand, Pauline. Yes, sir. Yep. And I got that request there from you as well earlier on, Marcella. So, all right then. That'll be done there. Let me see now, Dylan. Where are we going to go from here? Let me see. Oh yeah, I just want to mention something here. Now I'm not going to say much about it because I'm not going to give much away. But keep your eyes open, and also keep an eye out because there's a big night coming up in Edgerstown in a few weeks' time. Please God, if it all works out, we're going to hold a big country and music show here in the town. I'm not going to say much more about it because we all have to meet over it, but just watch this space because we will be announcing a lot more of this. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge in the town. So watch this space. That's all I'm going to say on it for now. But it's coming up. It's going to be huge. Now, Dylan, if you want to kick it off there, we'll keep the show going, keep the music going, and keep the talking down. This is Home from the Sea. On a cold winter's night, with a storm at its height, the lifeboat answered the call. They pitched and they tossed till we thought they were lost as we watched from the harbour wall. Oh, the night was pitch black, there was no turning back, for someone was waiting out there. But each volunteer had to live with his fear as they joined in a silent prayer. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. They battled their way at the mouth of the bay. It was blowing like never before. As they gallantly fought, every one of them thought of loved ones back home on the shore. Then a flicker of light, and they knew they were right. There she was on the crest of a wave. She's an old fishing boat, and she's barely afloat. Please God, there are souls we can save. Carry them home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea. And carry us home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. And back in the town, in a street that runs down to the sea on the harbour wall, there they gathered in pairs at the foot of the stairs to wait for the radio call. And just before dawn, when all hope had gone, came a hush and a faraway sound. 'Twas the coxswain, he roared, all survivors on board, thank God, and we're homeward bound. To carry them home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea. and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry them safely home from the sea. Home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry us safely home from the sea. Thank you. I do hope you like that one. Again, please share and tag all your friends if you can. I will appreciate it. Dylan, click straight into the next one. We're going to keep her going tonight, Dylan. We've a lot of songs to go through tonight. We're flying through them. Now, there's a couple of new ones coming up next. This is going to be good. After this one. Yeah, people dressed in colours according to their deeds. The many leading men were dressed in black, and lots of unsung heroes that never made a name would be walking round with gold upon their backs. Heaven knows you're old, oh, and the love inside your heart just grows and grows, and no one sees, I suppose, oh, that is something only me and heaven knows. If people were like flowers, imagine what you'd see. Thorns in highest places, where the roses ought to be. And down along the hedgerows, among the grasses tall, you would find the sweetest roses of them all. Heaven knows you're a rose, oh, and the love inside your heart just grows and grows. No one sees, I suppose, oh, that is something only me and heaven knows. If people were like music, some hearts would never sing. Think of all the happiness a song like yours would bring. You feel the life I'm living with love and harmony. Oh, and you're the sweetest song I'll ever sing. Here we go. Heaven knows you're old, oh, and the love inside your heart just grows and grows, and no one sees, I suppose, oh, that is something only me and heaven knows. Heaven knows you're a rose, oh, and the love inside your heart just grows and grows, and no one sees, I suppose, oh, that it's something only me and heaven knows. Oh, that it's something only me and heaven knows. Now, Dylan, you can hit it to the next one there. We'll do that. We'll do this one. Yeah, we'll do that before we do the new ones. We'll do them ones. Yep. Keep them going the way they are. I hear people talking bad about the way they have to live here in this country. Harping on the wars we fight and gripping about the way things ought to be. I don't mind them switching sides or standing up for things that they believe in. Well, when you're running down our country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. You're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down the way of life and fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down my country horse, you're walking on fighting side of me. Excuse me. I read about some squirrely guy who claims that he just don't believe in fighting. And I wonder just how long the rest of us can count on being free. They love our milk and honey, but they preach about some other way of living. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. Well, they're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down the way of life and fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down my country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. You're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down the way of life, a fighting man have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down my country horse, you're walking on the fighting side of me. Yeah, thank you. Yep, get a bit of drink there. That's the fighting side of me. What an absolute cracking song. Now, as you know, during the week we had a post up. We were in County Mayo. We're in a little place called Cong in County Mayo. Those of you who know, it was where The Quiet Man was filmed, Ashford Castle, down that direction. We had a great few days, myself and Pauline, because we celebrated our many years, Pauline, 30th wedding anniversary. Celebrated down there last Monday. So that's why we went down there for that. So it's only appropriate that I sing this song now. So Dylan, if you want to hit this next song. Dylan. I was only just saying, like a conversation. Of course I had to ask. I'd be out of prison long ago if I had, But anyway, happy anniversary. She still loves me anyway. So Dylan, I'm going to hit this one. I'm going to sing this for her. It's her favourite song. She put me on the spot there. I didn't have to ask. I was just making conversation, Pauline. Of course, the other brat laughing in the corner, stirring it. This is Pauline's favourite song, so... It's a Roger Whittaker number. The Last Farewell. Where the ship lies rigging ready in the harbour. Tomorrow for old England she sails. Far away from your land of endless sunshine, to my land full of shady skies and gales. And I shall be aboard that ship tomorrow, though my heart is full of tears at this farewell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. I've heard there's a wicked war a-raging, and the taste of war I know so very well. Even now I see that foreign flag a-rising, their guns on fire as we sail into hell. I have no fear of death, it brings no sorrow, but how bitter will be this last farewell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. Though death and darkness gather all around me, and my ship be torn apart upon the seas, I shall smell again the fragrance of these islands, and their heaving waves have brought me once to thee. And I shall return safe home again to England. I shall watch the English mist roll through the dale. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. Now, that's the last farewell. Now, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you out there for all the messages we got online about that during the week. It kept us going, and we tried to answer as many as we could with a like. So, if we didn't, I apologise. It's just we didn't miss them, but we read them all. So, look, thank you very much from the two of us. We really enjoyed it. Now it's time for 3 brand new songs. This is going to be good. I've never done these before, but I'm going to give it a go. So, Dylan, if you want to hit this 3 in a row, we'll see how this goes. Dylan, you might get me a bit of honey from over there, will you? You know what I'm on about? Yes, put that one on first. Dylan has my honey sample there. Here we go. Come and look at this old faded photograph. Honey, tell me what it brings to mind. It's a picture of that 57 Chevrolet. I wish that we could ride it one more time. I still get excited when I think about the drive-in picture show you took me to. But I don't recall a lot about the movie stars. Mostly that old Chevrolet and me. Here we go. They don't make cars like they used to. I wish we still had it today. Oh, the love we first tasted, the good love we're still living, and I owe it to that old 57 Chevrolet. Woo! Right, a Billy Joe Spears. Remember when we used to park it in the lane and listen to the country radio? We'd hold on to each other while the singer sang, and we'd stay like that till it was time to go. Now it makes me sad to think the good old days are gone, although our love is still strong today. But the world would have a lot more lovers hanging on if they still made 57 Chevrolets. They don't make cars like they used to. I wish we still had it today. Oh, the love we first tasted, the good love we're still living, and we owe it to that old 57 Chevrolet. We owe it to that old 57 Chevrolet. La da 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 da. It's a great song now. We owe it to that 57 Chevrolet. Now, Dylan, this is another new one. Hope you like this one. Put this together this evening, if you mind. Used to love it years ago. Found a backing track, and here we go. Don't you fight the feelings of love, 'cause love is something nobody ever gets enough of. So reach out your hand, taking all the sunshine from above. Now believe in, don't fight the feelings, don't fight the feelings of a love. A boy and a girl in a big spinning world, upside down in love from the start. Sunny days and laughing skies, true love in both their eyes, spending happy good times in the park. Oh, learning all about living, taking and forgiving. Love is growing stronger every day. Well, now there never be another, 'cause they're lost in each other. True love seems to just work out that way. I said, now don't you fight the feelings of love, 'cause love is something nobody ever gets enough of. So reach out your hand, taking all the sunshine from above. Well, now, don't be believing, don't fight the feelings, don't fight the feelings of a love. Don't fight the feelings, don't fight the feelings, don't fight the feelings of a love. Now let's have a bit of this honey. Well, there is a bit of whiskey in it, but it'll soothe the throat, but there is honey in it. Oh God, that's lovely. Now, thanks Dylan, fair play to you. You've toasted me here. Now, this next song, I'm going to slow things down. Fiona, I have the Cavern Girl coming up after this one for you. No, but this one first. This is a song that I've been searching for a backing track because I've been asked by several people to do this. Bernie O'Neill was one that asked me to do it, and there was a few others that asked me to do it, but this one that came to mind. Found the backing track the other day, so I decided I'm going to give it a go tonight. And this bit, of course, is When the Robins Come Home. I'm going to try it for the first time. We'll see how this goes. It was just after Christmas, I remember the year. A boy and his sweetheart sat there on a pier. Tomorrow he was leaving far over the foam, and he said, I'll be back when the robins come home. I will be back when the robins come home. I'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now while I am gone, 'cause I will be back when the robins come home. The winter passed slowly, sometimes he was sad. He said in his letters the weather was bad, that he missed her a while out on the phone. And he prayed for the day when the robins come home. He will be back when the robins come home. He'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now when I am gone, 'cause I will be back when the robins come home. The schooner she waited for was coming at last, but joy turned to sorrow when her flag was half-mast. Teardrops were falling on the first day of spring. As her tears wet the casket, the robin did sing. I will be back when the robins come home. I'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now when I am gone, 'cause I will be back when the robins come home. Yes, I will be back when the robins come home. Now, I hope you like that one. I found out if I try to get back on track, sometimes I can't get them, and then I'll fumble across them. But I promise you, if you do send in the songs, I will get round to them if I can do them. So there's one that was it's months and months ago since that was requested, and I found one and I just done it. So hope you like that one. Now, Dylan, now Fiona, it's time for a Cavern song. Now, Cavern Girl, your song. Hope you like this one. As I walked the road from Killashandra, a weary I sat down, for it's 12 long miles around the lake to get to Cavern Town. The otter and the road I go once seemed beyond compare. Oh, now I curse the time it takes to reach my Cavern girl so fair. Good girl, Catherine. Oh, the autumn shades are on the leaves, the trees will soon be bare. Each red coat leaf around me seems the colour, oh, of her hair. My gaze retreats to find my feet, and once again I sigh as the broken pools of sky remind me of the colour of her eyes. Oh, at the Cavern Cross each Sunday morning, where she can be found, and I seem to have the eye of every boy in Cavern Town. If my luck will hold, I'll have the golden summer of her smile. Oh, and to break the hearts of Cavern men, she'll talk to me a while. So next Sunday evening finds me homeward, Killashandra bound, to work the week till I return to court in Cavern Town. When asked if she would be my bride, at least she'd not say no. So next Sunday morning I'll rouse myself, and back to her I'll go. Now, we'll sing the next two and then we'll hand you over to Pauline. We'll keep the songs going, Dylan. This is one that started me off on Facebook. Haven't done this in an age. So I said I'd pop it in tonight. Of course it is When You Were Sweet 16 by the Furies. Lovely song. And we're going to play it out tonight. There's a long exit on the song, but we'll play it out. When first I saw the love light in your eyes, I thought the world held naught but joy for me. And even though we drifted far apart, I never dreamed but what I dream of thee. I love you as I never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green, come to me when my dream of love is o'er. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet 16. I love you as I never loved before. Since first I saw you on the village green, come to me and my dreams of love is o'er. I love you as I love you when you were sweet, when you were sweet 16. Thanks, Margaret. Brian, yes, you are still 16. It's too nice a song to end abruptly or fade it out. So we said we'd play it out to the end. That's the long version of it. Absolute cracking song. Now, before I hand you over to Pauline again, I'm just going to do one more song. That's the last of the slow ones then, because I'm going to liven her up, a real lively end to the night show. That's why I'm getting the voice lubricated here. I'll see if I can last out. I think there's a good few songs there, and they're real high tempo. So, Dylan, if you want to play this one, this is one I played last week by Don Williams. It's one of my favourite songs. It went down well last week by a few people, so I said I'll do it again this week. It's called Listen to the Radio. I guess as a lover, I have a ways to go. When somebody wants you, they should just say it so. But you'll understand when I take your hand, then we can dance real slow to something on the radio. Listen to the radio. Listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. They sing it on the radio. I try to find a way to explain to you what's on my mind and not sound so plain to you. Thanks, Gil. But you'll realize if you close your eyes, the feelings my words can show, they're playing on the radio. Listen to the radio. Listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. They sing it on the radio. The words I'd say don't seem to sound as real. The song they play, oh, that's how I really feel. So listen to the radio. Listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. They sing it on the radio. Listen to the radio. Listen to the radio. Let's spend the night together, baby, don't go. They sing it on the radio. They sing it on the radio. Thanks, Marion Scott there. Fair play to you. Lovely comments. Yes, now I'm going to hand you over to Pauline because Pauline is going to do a little bit of a slot here. I think she's a birthday wish and a few others in there. So, Pauline, yep, all your corner, you go for it.
Okay, I'd like to say hello to my mother-in-law Josie, watching from Mullingar. Also, Catherine Mulligan, Ned Murray, James Martin, Danny and Sue Parker watching from the Isle of Wight, and also Barney and Francis Rellens watching from Cullermore, Mullingar. And hello to Marion Scott, who's just joined as well. And now I have the birthdays.
Yeah, go for it, Pauline.
Now, there's two birthday wishes tonight. One is for Mary Farrell from Sydney in Australia, whose birthday is today, and that comes in from Marcella Rellens and from everyone here.
Happy birthday, Mary.
And Fiona Klein wants to play a birthday wish for her sister Sylvia, who is celebrating her 40th birthday on Tuesday coming.
Happy birthday, Sylvia.
And happy birthday, Sylvia, from all here.
Absolutely brilliant. Pauline, thanks very much for that. Pauline's doing a cracking job over there. She sits in the corner for the whole show and takes down all the names and keeps the whole lot going here on the old comments here as well, along with Brian and the rest of you. So, from the outside looking in, it's great crack here with the comments. So if you get involved, it's absolutely brilliant. Bit of slagging in the whole. Brian might, if you come in late, Brian's going to give you a little bit of a lecture. He means nothing by it. So just a bit of fun over there. That's called the Brat's Corner. So with the Brat Pack over there. So if you want to join them some night, it's absolutely brilliant crack. They're all having a great time. And have been for every show. 69 shows, 70th show coming up. I wonder when I have a surprise show. Let's see. We don't know, but we might. We'll see how it goes. Now, for the birthday girls, we're going to go with this one. So Dylan, it's a big ending to the show tonight for the next 20 minutes or 25 minutes. I hope the voice holds out. We'll get her going. I can hear the humming still of the pole piece reaping mill. I see my father tying sheaves of corn. In September in the garden field, they kept me home from school. They needed me to work down on the farm. And my mother, she would bake apple pie and currant cake, and lovely homemade bread from wheat and milk. And nothing tasted better than the 12 of us together, drinking tea out of a bottle in the field. I was a young man when I sowed the fields of barley, with the Clydesdales when I sprayed the spuds in May. And a farmer I have lived, and a farmer I will die, and I wouldn't have it any other way. One by one we all left home, making new lives of our own, in Australia, England, and America. And my father shed a tear with every passing year. Mama prayed that we'd all come home someday, settle down to married life with my children and my wife. And farming ways were changing rapidly. Now there's silage in the pit and machines that milk the cows, and that John Deere where the Clydesdales used to be. I was a young man when I sowed the fields of barley, with the Clydesdales when I sprayed the spuds in May. And a farmer I have lived, and a farmer I will die, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And now my pride and joy are my sons and their wee boys, cattle, cows, and lemon sheep till day is dawning. Something changed yet stay the same, and they'll carry on the name, and that big old wheel of life just keeps on turning. I was a young man when I sowed the fields of barley, with the Clydesdales when I sprayed the spuds in May. And a farmer I have lived, and a farmer I will die, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I was a young man when I sowed the fields of barley, with the Clydesdales when I sprayed the spuds in May. And a farmer I have lived, and a farmer I will die, and I wouldn't have it any other way. No, I wouldn't have it any other way. Dylan will hit the next one straight away. This is a good one. It's called The Bed of Roses. It's by the Indians. The little... the Indians. Here we go. Good lively song. She was called a scarlet woman by the people, who would go to church but left me in the street. With no parents of my own, I never had a home, and an 18-year-old boy has got to eat. She found me outside one Sunday morning, taking money from a man I didn't know. She took me in and wiped away my childhood, my woman of the streets, this Lady Rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living, is the only kind of life I understand. She was a handsome woman, just 35, who was spoken to in town by very few. She managed a late evening business like most of the town wished they could do. And I learned all the things that a man should know from a woman not approved of, I suppose. But she died knowing that I really loved her. Of life's bramble bush I picked a rose, this bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. Oh, this bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses where I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses where I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. That is, of course, The Bed of Roses by the Indians. A great one. Just to let you all know, that any of your local pubs out there, I am out on the road now. And if you need to, if you want to book any of the pubs out there want to book me, just get in contact with me and spread the word for me. And I'm open to play anywhere, all over the country. We'll play all over the country. Pauline will come down with me as well, and Dylan. We'll put on a good old show for you. Now, Dylan, hit the next one there. We have a few more to go. We've got 4 to go, so we might just, we'll squeeze them in. There's another one I haven't done in a long, long time. Standing on a mountain looking down on a city, the way I feel is a doggone pity. Teardrops are falling down a mountainside. Many times I've been here and many times I cried. We used to be so happy when we were in love, high on a mountain of love. Night after night I've been standing here alone, weeping out my heart till the cold gray dawn, praying that you're lonely and you'll come here too, hoping just by chance that I'll get a glimpse of you, trying hard to find you somewhere I love, high on a mountain of love. Mountain of love, the love mountain love, you used to be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big old steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and it should be ours. That's why I'm so lonely, I dream from above, high on a mountain of love. Woo! Brian, I'll do that wedding in 2050. You're on. The mountain of love, the mountain of love, you should be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big old steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and they should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, I dream from above, high on a mountain of love. 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 Hope he's like that one. It's an absolute cracker of a song. Charlie Pride number. Now, I'm going to take a little swig of the honey now. It's a little bit of whiskey with honey in it. But it's good for the voice. Now, Dylan, we'll do this one. This is a great little song. I haven't done this in a long, long time. It's a Billy Joe Spears number. Sing me an old-fashioned song. Bring me back in my mind to a time where my memories all come from. Join me. A good time and song, the kind that makes you want to sing along. A good old-fashioned hand-clapping, knee-slapping, foot-tapping song. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. I don't want your company. Flies in the buttermilk, 2 by 2. Flies in the buttermilk, shoo fly, shoo. Flies in the buttermilk, skip to my loo. Skip to the loo, my darling. That was Dylan walking by. I thought you were going to join me. Sing me. Oh, sing me an old-fashioned song. Oh, bring me back in my mind to a time where our memories all come from. A good time and song, one that makes you want to sing along. Good girl, Barbara, sing along. That's what it's all about. A good old-fashioned hand-slapping, knee-slapping, foot-tapping song. Here we go. When I was young, I used to wait upon my master and bring his plate. Pass the bottle when he was dry and wash away the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. The master's gone away. Oh, sing me. Oh, sing me an old-fashioned song. Bring me back in my mind to a time where my memories all come from. A good time and song, the kind that makes you want to sing along. Oh, a good old-fashioned hand-clapping, knee-slapping, foot-tapping song. Oh, sing me. Oh, sing me an old-fashioned song. Oh, bring me. Oh, back to the vine, to a time where my memories all come from. Yeehaw! A good time and song, the kind that makes you want to sing along. Oh, a good old-fashioned hand-slapping, knee-slapping, foot-tapping song. Sing me. What an absolute cracker of a song. Love that one. Great rhythm to it. Great jiving song. Dylan and Paulie were up there jiving in the middle of the floor here. They were all wore out. Now, Dylan got up there, I thought he was going to join me. But sure, he didn't. Now, again, all the songs that I do tonight, like, they're only for fun and entertainment purposes. And I know Facebook, I'm having a bit of trouble with it at the moment. If you go back to watch Facebook after the show tonight, they're going to have some of them blocked. I do know that. Unless I got away with it tonight, but I won't. But what I do is I render it and I put it up into YouTube. And if you go into YouTube, every show is there that I've done. I think from the 10th or 11th show, they're all there. They've been rendered and put up into it. If you want to look at any of them shows back, they're all there. So please, when you go in, you should subscribe to the channel. My channel, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It just means that when new releases come up, you'll get notifications on them. And if I get me subscribers up, well, it means then I can do a lot more on YouTube. So if you want to go in there and look at any of them videos, any of the songs I've ever put up, and I am going to be putting up, I'm going to take a bit of time out during the summer, and I'm going to start releasing a lot of songs, and I'm going to put them up on YouTube for everyone to watch. So that's just coming up. Now, Dylan, there's 2 more songs to go. Should bring us in about the 10 minutes mark. So Dylan, if you want to hit the first one. I'm out of breath now. That's a great song. This is definitely going to put me over the hill. The last 2 will anyway. You may talk about Atlantis, I was lost beneath the sea, and a grave of an unknown soldier, the cry of an old banshee. Oh, who was the man in the iron mask? Was Jack the Ripper set free? And ask them all, where's Donegal? It's still a mystery. And if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal, the north and south to keep them out. By God, I'd build it tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I'd legalise them all. We'd have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Play-by clubs and all-night pubs, blackjack and roulette. Neil Blaney, Bridget Nielsen, Mike Tyson having a bet. Oh, Inish Crone could soon be known for his multi-millionaires, where Donald Trump would like a chunk and he'd live in solitaire. And if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal, the north and south to keep them out. By God, we build it tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I'd legalise them all. We'd have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Oh, to stand on top of Errigal would give me such a thrill. And I hear them say in Dublin, there's gold in them there hills. So don't despair, 'cause if you dare, the answer lies with me. There's a wall that's deep and it's going cheap somewhere in Germany. Oh, and if I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal, the north and south to keep them out. By God, I'd build it tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I'd legalise them all. We'd have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Now, I do hope you enjoyed the Hills of Donegal there. Absolute cracking song. Now, we've come to the end of another night. I do hope you enjoyed it. 22 songs I'm after reeling off there. Again, I said something earlier this evening. The big project we're working on at the moment. I'm not going to tell you anything. Country music show. It's coming up in the town. Watch this space, because we will be telling you more as time goes on. It'll be a couple of weeks' time, but it will be coming up. And it's going to be a brilliant night. It's going to put this town on the map for country music, where it should be. Because this was a great town for country music. When we had the park house there, we had every band in the world that was country came in here to play. Well, we're hoping to put it back that way again. We're going to start it anyway. We'll tell you more about that again. Now, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Everyone that tuned in tonight. And if you can get all your friends and family the next night we're on, and join in the old banter here with the Brat Club, with Brian Kelly, Chief Brat there himself. It is absolutely brilliant banter. Now, I know this is summer and a lot of people will be away on holidays. That's why numbers are so low. But hopefully we can get them up again. Because next show is the 70th show. We'll see if we can plan something good. But we'll see how the weather holds up. Now, good night. And God bless, and we hope to see you all again. And again, this will be up on YouTube after this, if you want to see it again. So, good night to you all, And we're going to leave you with this one. It's a medley. And it's from the Three Amigos. I hope you like this one. One of my favorites. On a Monday, I was arrested. On a Tuesday, they locked me in a cell. And on a Wednesday, my trial was attested. And on a Thursday, they said guilty, and the judge's gavel fell. I got stripes around my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. Well, on a Monday, my mama came to see me. Hello, mama. On a Tuesday, they caught me with a file. Well, on a Wednesday, I'm down in solitary. And on a Thursday, I start on bread and water for a while. I got straps around my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Marcella Reynolds, fair play to you. Fiona. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. But I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, oh, dragging on. Good girl, Catherine. But I train keeps a-rolling on down to San Anton. Good night, Mel. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with them guns. But I shot a man in Reno, oh, just to watch him die, oh, to watch him die. When I hear that lonesome whistle, I hang my head and cry. Here we go. It is warm in here tonight in the studio. You would not believe how warm it is. The door is open. Oh, love is a burning thing. Oh, and it makes a fiery ring. Oh, bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Good night, Barbara, Fiona, Brian Kelly, and to everyone else that watched tonight, from Paulie, Dylan, and myself, take care and God bless. We'll see you all again the next time we're on. Good night.